guys, Howard here, taking a look at Space Oddity from David Bowie, of course. I've been listening to quite a bit of vintage Bowie lately, and I thought this would be a nice tune to do. It's a favorite of a lot of people, of course. And I'm just going to keep it simple and take you through the chords. It's got quite a few chords in it, but you can break this down into sections pretty easily. The very first chord, which is sometimes kind of a mystery chord, is an F major 7 sharp 11. It's essentially an F bar chord, but without the bar. Okay, so the two bottom strings, the E string and the B string, the first two strings are open. Kind of a cool, exotic sounding chord. And that's the chord. And you move from that to an E minor. I like to play it like that, but you can use whatever fingers you want. And the strumming on that, I hope that's pretty clear and easy to identify with, but I'll do it real slow just in case. So if I were to put that into a verbal explanation, it would be down, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And that's going to cover you for quite a bit of what's going to be happening here. And then when you start singing, when the verse starts, it's a C chord. And I'm playing it with a G note in the bass, which is still just part of the chord, but it makes the chord bigger and thicker sounding. And of course, we move to an E minor again. All with that exact same strumming pattern. And then we move to an A minor chord. And that's sort of a down, down, up, down, down, up, like that, okay? So it breaks the stride of the rhythm a little bit. And what I do is I lift my ring finger off to grab the G note on the top string at the 3rd fret to make that passing chord. And that chord returns, as you notice, to the first strumming pattern. And that is a D chord, of course, but it's a D chord with an F sharp in the bass. 2nd fret on the top string, and I grab that with my thumb. I think that's the way most people would probably do it. And that completes what I would call the first section of the tune, okay? And then we move into the next section. So this next section is pretty much the chorus. This is ground control to major tom. You can think of it as a chorus or just a B section, I suppose. I think of it as a B section because of the way he structured the song. So we move from a C with that G in the bass to an E7 played like this, to an F major full bar chord, and then an F minor, letting the middle finger out. Those are the 4 chords used for this bit. that section will be played twice, okay? And you can use that basic same strumming pattern. You probably noticed in that one bit from the F minor back to the C, that's a quicker pattern. So that's nice just to go down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So I will play that section again. Kind of just played into the next section there because it felt right to do that. So let's talk about that bit as well. So when you come off the F chord in the previous section, as you probably noticed from what I played, I went back to the F major 7 sharp 11. You can also play an F major 7th, which I think kind of dials it in a little bit more for this particular part. And you can play the F major 7th in a couple of different ways. This is probably the easiest way to do it. But it also sounds good the jazz way. In fact, I think that sounds much more like the recording. So if you can get that chord together, I would suggest using it. So these are all 6-string bar chords. We've got a B flat major to an A minor bar chord at the 5th fret, G, and finally F. Okay, so B flat major, A minor, G major, and F major. And I changed the strumming a little bit for the B flat major to A minor to G major, just to capture the feel of the recording a little bit. It's sort of a down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Kind of right back to the original strumming pattern. And these are all full-on major bar chords, 6-string bar chords. C at the 8th fret, F at the 1st fret, G at the 3rd fret, and A at the 5th fret. And that's probably the trickiest part rhythmically to play. You just really want to keep your hand and let your left hand grab the pocket. But basically the strokes, if you just want to dial into where you should be stroking and which way, downstroke, F should be on an upstroke, G on a downstroke, and then A 2 downstroke. just keep your hand floating. And as you move from each chord and you let the pressure off, you should create pretty much a natural muting effect. Definitely one of the coolest parts of the song. So this next section is kind of a brief musical interlude, if you will. Okay, we move back to the very first chord, which is the F major 7 sharp 11. From there, we're going to go to an E minor, to an A major, to a C, to a D, and finally an E major. So that will come right after this bit. And now we move to, though I've crossed 100,000 miles, that lyric. It's actually back to a section that he played before, which I called the chorus, or kind of a chorus, or the B section. It's played exactly the same way. We've got the C with the G and the bass to E7, F, F minor, C, F, F minor, C, F. And it's played exactly the same way. It's only played once, just like that. Now for the next section, this is actually a fresh little part of the song, okay? He moves to a G major chord. Connects it to a previous section. So let's go over that first and foremost. So we've got a G major chord at the 3rd fret, and we move to a G sharp diminished. Some people call that a diminished 7th, but I think most people just refer to it as a diminished. 6 on the D string, 7 on the G string, 6 on the B string, and 7 on the E string. And that's sort of a down, down, up, down. Back to A minor. That movement again where you place the ring finger on the 3rd fret on the top string to get that passing chord. D over the F sharp again with the thumb. So we've got C to G. If you want to play your G like that, it's a little fuller. I kind of like that. So let me play that section one more time. can see what he's done is he's just connected it to that whole previous section where we were talking about playing the F major 7th jazz style. So it's F major 7th to E minor 7th, F major 7th to E minor again, not E minor 7th, but just E minor, and then B flat, bar chord A minor, G, F, and then of course right back to the killer part. And then for the final closeout, it's sort of that brief instrumental interlude again. And for me, as opposed to the F major 7 sharp 11 on this part, I'm hearing more of just that F major 7th played like that. But it goes from the F major 7th to the E minor, to the A major, if you remember that bit, and then C, D, E. So let me go ahead and play through that as well. There it is, Space Oddity from David Bowie, an absolutely classic masterpiece from him. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and if you did, please take a moment to subscribe, give it the old thumbs up, and we'll see you guys soon.